Hello, everybody. This is Brett from TCG University here with another Wednesday night Brawl. It's Wednesday night, and it's the only night Wizards is going to let us play Brawl. So we'll take advantage of it while we continue to plead with them to give us more Brawl. So we are testing out a new deck of mine. I put this together just today. I played a couple games with it, made a couple tweaks. And this is what we're gonna play tonight. So we're gonna play Garruk, Cursed Huntsman, which if you want to take a look what he does here, he costs 6. He comes in with 5 loyalty. For 0, he's gonna make 2 wolves that make him bigger when they die. -3, he's gonna kill a creature and draw a card. And -6, we're gonna get an emblem that makes all our creatures get +3/+3 and trample, which is pretty sweet. So we're running just a fair amount of decent mid-range green-black cards. We're running a little bit of ramp because if we can get Garruk out on turn 5 or turn 4, if we're real lucky, that's incredible. And running a little bit of a food package. So we got the Gilded Goose, Curious Pear is going to make us some food. We're going to use the food for Trail of Crumbs mostly. Get some card advantage through the long game there. Whenever we sack food, we can get some more permanent cards. And then we also have our good friend Feasting Troll King, who we can keep bringing back with a bunch of food. And then just big impressive stuff to ramp into once we've got Garruk down. So we're just kind of playing that mid-range dream, and we're going to hopefully get a couple wins in here while we kind of try out the deck and see what changes need to be made. Initially, I was trying it with a Edgewall Innkeeper and Adventure package. I didn't play a ton of games, but just the consistency of not seeing that many adventure creatures in the Edgewall. I think a lot of time Edgewall Innkeeper is just going to be a 1/1 for 1. I don't know if he's consistent enough for Brawl. So he actually came out, the very first version of the deck had that. Oh my goodness, this is the first Questing Beast deck I've seen, which I'm constantly going on and on about how good I think Questing Beast is in this format. So I'm thrilled to see someone else actually running him. Okay, this is a pretty reasonable hand, and I actually know Questing Beast fairly well because that is, I would say, one of the primary decks I play. So that is not bad at all. We are going to get set up for a Murderous Rider as quickly as possible here. Get our Goose going so we can ramp if we need to. So, okay, they didn't get a 2-mana ramp creature, so the Questing Beast is not coming in next turn. And so, actually, we're gonna just put black down, and then we're gonna pass the turn. And so we're either gonna Murderous Rider if we need a Murderous Rider, and if not, we can just make some more food and just get that food game plan going. Okay, Yorvo. Yorvo's real good. Yorvo gets scary quick. We are just gonna go ahead and fire off the kill spell on Yorvo right now. Use our Goose. Yorvo's going to get out of hand, and we don't want it to get out of hand. So we are going to play out our Midnight Reaper, which is something we can block Questing Beast if it comes out next turn and just draw a card, or we have a couple other options. So I'm assuming. I'm very surprised Questing Beast didn't come down right there. If I was playing this, it probably would have. Maybe he has that Flash Wolf that cranks out wolves. So we're just going to actually set up for a Garruk next turn, or a Liliana. So we're going to play, depending if we want to play the Flaxen Intruder right now. It's not going to block Questing Beast. We're not going to play the Flaxen right now. And we are not going to attack the Midnight Reaper into the Flash Wolf, which is what I think is happening. I can't think of another reason, and there it is. And if we'd played our creature in, we would have lost our 3/2, and his wolf would have lived. So I figured that was probably coming in, and now we're going to have a kind of unpleasant attack coming in from the Questing Beast and the Night Pack Ambusher if he decides to put Questing Beast down. I think that's probably the play, but if he wants to go the slow grindy thing and just pass the turn and get his 3/3, I am more than fine with that. That's what he's doing. Wow. Okay, so this guy, I disagree with how he's playing this right now. And oh, we have a Guildgate here. I looked at this really quick and I thought I had my Shockland. We don't have the Shockland, so we are a turn behind that, which is okay. And we're just gonna put yeah, we're gonna put the Cavalier down. And we're going to use that goose mana to put the Cavalier down, but the Cavalier is going to go get us a land almost guaranteed. We'll grab Fabled Passage. And then we can just go ahead and crack that Fabled Passage off right now. Give us one less thing to draw. One more less land to draw on our next turn. We've got where we want to be with land, and I don't think slow and grindy is how you want to be playing this deck, to be totally honest. That's kind of a bummer right there. We'll trade our Cavalier. Because it was elked, we aren't going to get the Cavalier trigger, but we will get a draw card off that. So he only's got 2 creatures, and we've got a couple here. I think we might just draw a bunch of cards. Actually, I want to keep the the Midnight Rider, I think. So we're gonna draw a bunch of cards right here. So each player's gonna sack 2 creatures. We're gonna sack these, and then I'm gonna draw 4 cards, I think. And he's stuck at 4 mana. And unless he will not be able to, we're gonna hold the Midnight Reaper, so Questing Beast doesn't get to come down and kill Liliana. So unfortunately, Garruk's Wolves don't match up well against Questing Beast. But if he wants to, if he wants to play this deck slow, which is not how I think you ought to be playing this deck, he can go ahead and do that. So Liliana is more important. We're going to draw 2 more cards here. And there's our own Questing Beast, which, oh boy, okay, this is what we call in the business super duper sweet. I think we're in a really solid spot that we wouldn't be in if he had been more aggressive. So the problem is if we play Garruk out, we're going to lose one of our walkers because he can play his Questing Beast. So I am going to fill up the board with blockers that pair up well against his Questing Beast coming down. And we're actually going to just drop Foulmare Knight out. We have another blocker. That's annoying. Meant to click on Questing Beast to attack. Must have misclicked there. Not a huge deal. I don't think that 4 points is probably going to matter. He's not keeping it. If he attacks in, he's not keeping either of his creatures. Now, he can give this trample, I suppose. But we can block 3 of that, which will be enough. Okay. So we'll trade Questing Beast for Questing Beast. Block these 2 in here. And I think come out of this just fine. Our Liliana's alive. He is tapped out. And we get to draw a bunch of cards. Oh man. We've drawn a shocking amount of our deck here. I want to get Garruk down because I want to get this Garruk ult off. Now, if he drops a land, the Questing Beast will come into play. But we're going to play a land. And we're just going to probably keep Assassin's Trophy up to kill his Questing Beast if he brings the Questing Beast down. And then we can also Once Upon a Time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, we'll go ahead and we don't need to discard here. We'll put out another option to block for the Questing Beast. So, all right. Let's go ahead and pass this turn up. And we've got the Karn's Bastion here. So next turn, we're getting that Garruk ult off if we want, even if he doesn't kill our wolves. Oh, that's too bad. Okay, Meteor Golem. I didn't see that one coming. I'm not running this in my deck. Maybe you should, but so he's taking out Liliana, it looks like, which I don't necessarily disagree with. And we'll just crack off Once Upon a Time since we don't need to do anything else there. So good deal. We're gonna. Oh, not playing our Karn's Bastion this turn apparently because I'm moving a little quick. That's okay. We'll take care of his Meteor Golem. We'll crank out a couple more wolves. We are the apex predators. And hit him down pretty solidly. And let's bring out our 7/6. Now, we could have sequenced that and kept our wolf alive, which was probably the play. But I think that's okay anyway. I don't think the mono green deck has us here. As someone who plays a lot of the mono green deck, don't think he's got us. There's just not a lot of spells that, and that's why you need to be fast in this Questing Beast deck, and that's why he let the multicolored deck build up a bunch of turns, and we've got this absolutely finished up. We're gonna submit that. We're gonna ult. And then I mean I don't want to ult use this guy. I think we probably have lethal right this second. We'll clear out the blocker just in case, because who needs to count? Oh god, we have so much damage. I guess let's see how much damage we can do to him if he lets us. He might just scoop up right here, but he might let us hit him. Oh, what do we got? 25, 30, 42 damage, I think? So yeah, that 4 damage we missed on that fast click through the our Questing Beast attack step didn't matter. Now, I might be reaping what I deserve here because looks like he might be roping us in to punish us for our demonstration of having all Ds still, which yeah, generally I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. If people are playing their cards out, they might be saying, oh, I've got quests to finish up, which I actually think I do have quests to finish up to play black spells, so this actually served a purpose more than just taking his deck out. So if someone dumps a bunch of cards on you when you're playing Arena, it's easy to get salty and be like, oh, they're all D'ing me, that was kind of rude, which it kind of is, but at the same time, maybe they're like me and they don't want to look at their board and add a few numbers together because they're dumb, or maybe they're just trying to get a quest done. So, I don't know. I feel like if you give people the benefit of the doubt, you're going to feel better. And even if he is, maybe his computer crashed, maybe he was sick of it and he just canceled it out, or maybe he's roping us to punish us. But that's okay. If he wants to rope us, we're almost done. And then we might actually get to attack with all our creatures and see how low we can bring him. Because again, like I said, I'm not doing math. I'm doing this for fun and for your guys' sake. So we're not going to do math. The only people who are really suffering here are you guys, because you've got to listen to me blather, because I got nothing really to talk about while we wait for him to click through this. Other than, so he could have had a turn 4 Questing Beast. I don't think waiting and trying to build the Night Pack Ambusher board up was the best call. I run the Night Pack Ambusher, so I run it because I want to account for control decks, and because if things go poorly, that's the last thing we top deck, it's a reasonable thing to do. So I don't think you want to generally play it on curve. And okay, here we go. We get a crush. I'm very dead. Negative 31, so not bad for one of the first few games on this deck. Particularly for a deck I've got a lot of respect for in this format. So yeah, that's a little bit of Garruk. We're going to play a little more Garruk in just 1 second. All right, let's play at least a few more games with Garruk. We got to get our quests done anyway, so let's see how our next game goes. I'm really liking this deck so far. I think this is a deck I'm probably going to keep together. And honestly, I might put this together in paper. I like Planeswalker commanders. You don't get to play with them in Commander very much because there's only a handful of Planeswalkers that are legal as commanders in Commander. They've got to say can be your commander on the card. Excuse me. Brawl's rules allow for commanders or legendary creatures, which I really like. I think it's a little silly that we don't get to use them in our Commander games. And so I like an opportunity to play a cool card like Garruk and get to have him in the command zone. So we'll take advantage of that in Brawl. This hand is a little bit slow. We've got most of our tap lands, but that means our mana is going to be pretty solid. We've got some removal, and we've got something in case they're pretty aggressive. I should be paying more attention. Mono black. So they're playing a discard deck. I'm okay going a little slow. Yeah, we'll keep that Ritual. So we've got mana pretty solidly here. So I have not seen Davriel Rogue Shadow Mage much as an option here. So I'm kind of interested to see what this deck is going to end up doing. Probably make me discard cards. Okay, we're going to play Foulmare Knight out as a 1-1 because Knight of the Ebon Legion will get quickly out of hand. And so we're either going to make him... Okay, that is an aggressive attack in there. I'll trade my 1-1 for his 1-1. I've got no problem with that. Okay. We can either keep our Obnixilus's Cruelty up. I think we'll probably do that. We'll keep that up. Our Find and Finality aren't doing a whole lot right now. I'd rather get another creature in the yard. If he plays... Oh, I was going to say if he plays Darvriel... Davriel? I don't know. We'll say Davriel. If he plays Davriel, I was expecting we were going to be able to just pitch the Feasting Troll King. But my guess is he might be hurting for mana. So we've got the... which, unfortunately, he's hurting for mana, and we are not. Well, unfortunately for him. Good for us. Fine with me. We don't have a super aggressive... option right now, but that's okay because he's not really pressuring us. So here's Davriel, and we're going to discard a card. So we're just going to discard the Feasting Troll King. Oh, that's kind of a nice get here. So I'd very much like to get Garruk as soon as possible here. So we're going to Alter Fate our Foulmare Knight back. And then we're going to pass the turn. So here we're going to discard another card here, which is fine. Let's go ahead and we'll wave bye-bye to that. I don't think we're going to need the Ritualist set here. Okay, so So this we want to make sure we hit our land for Garruk. So there we go. We kicked that off. We got to play him back as a Death Touching 1-1. And there we go. So he's got our hand pretty much dealt with, but that's not really a big deal in our deck, as you can obviously see. We've got somebody who we can potentially return back to the board if we can get some more food out here, which the deck is certainly capable of doing. And we got to just crank out a bunch of creatures every turn now. And our adventure creatures are safe from Davriel. So we actually should have played our forest out. We'll just discard that because we got to our 6th land. We played the command tower out. Davriel dies, and then we're going to discard again. But I'm not particularly impressed by what's going on here. So this is kind of an interesting thing. We're going to do this. Well, there's no creatures. Well, first we're going to attack. We're going to bring Davriel out just so he is not pinging us down. We're going to do a lot here. Then we're going to cast Taste of Death while only we have a board. Get 2 triggers. Get Garruk's emblem. And use those 3 food we got to bring out our Feasting Troll King. We have Garruk still in play, a 10-9, and his emblem. And his discard deck is nothing that he has nothing left that he can make us discard. And there we go. So, kind of a fun interaction. I hadn't even really considered that makes 3 foods, and he wants 3 foods. So there you go. You just if you just put the cards from the same set in the deck, generally good things will happen. So let's play another one. I'm really feeling good about this deck. I'm surprised for a deck that I threw together literally 15-20 minutes before we started this video is doing so well. So I'm excited by that. We're gonna play one more game, see if we can get 3 wins in a row. Ooh, okay. We're playing this guy who's what I know what he does, but Garruk? I think it's Garruk. Yeah, it's Garruk the Desecrated. So we'll show you him in a second. We're gonna mulligan this. Our deck has a lot of colored mana symbols, so we aren't keeping a green and a Karn's Bastion. Oh, that's much better. That's much better. Got a couple more tap lands, but we have some options. Well, we're all tap lands right now, but I don't think this deck is going to sprint at us too bad. So we'll just play Jungle Hollow and pass them up. Hopefully we can get one more. If we draw one more land that comes into play on tap, then we just got to live through one more tap land. Hopefully we don't have to play our Fabled Passage and fetch a tapped land, but we'll see. So Garruk's got Death Touch, he's got Lifelink, and he makes our enemies' trigger abilities come in and go twice. So there's Fabled Passage out. We'll get Trail of Crumbs down, and we'll just hope we get a land. And yeah, there's nothing. We can't. Holding that up achieves nothing here. Let's go get a forest because we got that Nissa in our hand. We might want a forest if we can get Nissa resolved. So, worst case scenario, we have something to do here because we can untap, pay for our food, and then look at the top 3 cards of our library. He's not going to do much. We're not going to do it back at him. So we're digging for lands. So we're gonna sack the food. We're gonna pay 1, and we're gonna get a land. And let's take another green because we got some pretty green heavy cards. And there we go. We didn't have to miss a land drop, which is exciting. And if we can just top deck a land... Oh, wow. That was kind of disappointing. Must have been getting mana screwed. We weren't doing anything particularly horrifying there, so maybe we just didn't want to sit there and deal with a mana screw. So that's okay. We'll that one wasn't much of a game. So we'll try for one more. See if we can get an actual real fight in here. But yeah, so Oko's banned. Oko's not an option anymore, and Brawl only got the Oko ban. We don't have the Veil of Summer ban or the Once Upon a Time, which we've got Once Upon a Time in the deck because it's an incredible card. So, obviously, the green cards have been really good in Standard, and so playing a deck that just runs them feels pretty good. So, we'll go ahead and pass this up. We're playing Chulane, who's one of the Brawl deck commanders, and who is really scary if he gets going. So, this is going to be kind of a mid-range battle. So, we'll see if we can out mid-range this guy. So, we are lucky enough to have a little bit of ramp here. You can get a turn 3 Vraska, which feels pretty good. If he doesn't do anything, which he did not, which is fine with me. See if we might be getting this countered. It's possible. Tail's End. Okay, there we go. Couple 2-mana counterspell options here, but that's okay with me. Would have been nice to have Vraska. But we would have probably just been plussing her, not doing much with her just yet. And if we just got to run through those counter spells. So let's see what our options are here. We can play the Cavalier of Thorns into the probable counter spell, or we can play the we can't play the Feasting Trollkin. So we're gonna make him have it. And if it goes in the yard, we can get it back. Hey, and we got it. And that's why we don't live in fear, and we make them show us the counterspell. Because now we get to play Garruk or Feasting Trollkin next turn. Okay, I haven't seen a ton of Chulane decks. This one, generally, it's kind of a, you want to do a mid-rangey creature deck, which I'm assuming he's got plenty of creatures in here, but looks like he's going to be trying to play some cards on our turn. That's interesting, the Teferi. I'm a little curious at that one, but if he wants to let us get more ramp and more stuff in our yard, that's fine with me. That's another interesting one. I'm curious if he's got like a mill variant here. I don't know why we'd be running. Well, I guess if we just keep bouncing Merfolk Secret Keeper, we can get kind of a alternate one going. So I think we just play out Garruk right now. I think we play out Garruk. So Let's see if we can get a land here. We don't need to put the wolves down right this second. Okay. That's not terrible here. I like where I'm at right now. Now, Teferi is annoying, and we should try and deal with Teferi as soon as we can. But we have several options. If he plays out Chulane, we just gotta kill Chulane. Which I'm hoping he does. I'm hoping he just goes for Chulane. And then he'll say, oh, he doesn't have the Garruk mana to kill him, and we will just Death Sprout that thing right dead. Chulane is not a card we can let him keep on tapping with, particularly if he can get the Frilled Mystic combo going, because if he gets the mana for that, Frilled Mystic counters the spell when he comes into play. Interesting. Okay. He didn't have the counter spell then. We have a couple options here. Let's jam Nissa. If he wants to spend this turn countering Nissa, that's fine with me. Didn't say please, alrighty. And we are countered. It's okay. We'll make some wolves. And we'll get Gilded Goose down. And this is not necessarily dead to us forever. We've got the Cavalier of Thorns. And he's gonna need to get something going here. Because our board is getting scary and is gonna keep getting scary. And Chulane is scary. Chulane is good, but he needs to untap with Chulane. And there's not a 1-mana counterspell that's gonna stop Death Sprout. And well, there we go. So I'm thinking he's really going for the mill plan, which is interesting. Okay. So we are just going to, right now, Death Sprout Chulane. Now, it's possible, maybe we probably ought to have adapted the incubation. 5, 3. Yeah, we could have done that. That would have been a little bit better. Let's go ahead and get one more forest, so we have enough to play our Troll King. And we'll make sure Teferi doesn't get to bounce somebody next turn. Don't make another move. Get some more wolves. And is there a creature? Oh yeah, he milled a bunch of our stuff. I bet there's something we want out of here. Yeah. Let's go ahead and Beanstalk Giant or Massacre Girl? We've got a better board. Let's get Beanstalk Giant. Let's keep ramping, and then we can get another huge dumb threat down. And, why not? Let's just jam them out. We can just play Feasting Troll King, or so we don't need to worry about stockpiling too much food right now. I'm feeling pretty good about where we're at right now. Realm Cloaked, okay. On the bright side, Garruk's gonna get big. Goody. Okay, we probably want our emblem. I think we're just gonna get our emblem. Nice, so we can get our Overgrown Tomb. It's gonna come into play untapped for us. And yeah, we're gonna make every creature we play a giant, massive, horrifying threat. And we're gonna have plenty of mana to get Garruk back down and keep making wolves. And we get to play with the Great Henge, basically for free, if our Cavalier gets to stick around, which hopefully he will. So Teferi's not probably safe. Tamiyo. Does he have anything particularly scary? Now, he can go back and get a counterspell from his yard if he wants. which he can go get Tails End, I suppose. Or he can try and dig for something. Tameo's -3 is incredible in Brawl because it's a singleton format and you want to keep playing strong cards again and again. Tameo's plus ability is much weaker in Brawl because the odds of actually hitting it are very low. We need to keep in mind that we can't make him discard or sacrifice permanents right now. Oh, so he's really going for the mill plan. So if he's going for the mill plan, we need to go for the killing him plan. Let's put the Great Henge out right now. If he's going to do something to it, he's going to do it. He has to deal with the Henge. Okay. We are going to kill Teferi, so we aren't getting our creatures bounced. We need to stop that tempo from coming in. Tameo is not going to be able to pull something back from the yard yet. And Teferi's dealt with for right now, hopefully for good. And then Garruk's coming in. And Garruk's getting countered. That's fine. We've got the mana to play him back out. I think. Ken. Oh, yeah, we're fine. So we have 23 cards in the library. Digging for an answer to deal with the board, so now we've got to kill Tameo. So this is actually, he's doing a decent job right now of keeping us from murdering him. Oh, we can't let him keep the Chew Lane. We probably need to take care of his Tameo. I would really love to draw my good boy and best friend Questy B right now. I would not say no to him. It would solve some serious problems for us. I'm going to crack this off. I don't know what counterspells he's got. Oh boy, that was our last one. So let's just kill Tameo here. Really hope he doesn't have the bounce spell. Okay, thank goodness. That would have been a problem. If he's got the second counterspell, that's going to be a little bit rough. Oh boy, that is not great for us. We still can play him out, but we need to get some serious pressure put on. We're gonna crack out Once Upon a Time now, while he doesn't have the well, it doesn't have counterspell magic up. That's a lot. Our commander costs a bunch right now, but hopefully. Oh, that's not good. I'm curious who gets that trigger. When Cavalier of Thrones dies, you may exile it. If you do... I'm guessing he probably does. Which would not be good. I am assuming that's how that works. He'd control that trigger. So it dies. It would be put into my... Well, it'd be put into my graveyard from play. Because we're going to find out. It's my graveyard it's hitting, but it's his trigger, so it crap. Looks like he gets it. That's scary. Oh boy. Okay. Now, thankfully, Garruk is down. Garruk is in play right now. And so... he's going to time wipe. He's going to have the option to time wipe again. But we're going to make him do that. We are going to make him have to do that. So, we could jam out Rankle and get in for 6. But as of right now, I am kind of the mind that we just put some threats down. We'll put Feasting Troll King down. And that'll be another thing we can bring back after he board wipes. Jeezy Josie, this guy is running a really interesting build. Now, it's obviously doing stuff for him. He's also got that Agent of Treachery, so he might steal the Garruk, which would be bad for us. But Garruk is less scary under his control. We'll play Questing Beast. He can't, Oh, yeah. All my creatures get way bigger and scarier. There we go. We'll just make it so he can't take... If we have enough threats, he either has to board... He can't board wipe and takes one of our things. He can do one of them. So we just need to keep jamming as many threats as we can. We've got answers to whatever he takes of mine. I mean, he can take Garruk, and he could ult Garruk, but he's not going to do that right now. So we can make some wolves. The other option is we could ult Garruk again, play Rankle for a bunch. Yeah, let's ultimate Garruk again. And let's slam him for 10 damage. And heck, let's make him discard a card. Hope he doesn't like that other card along with his Agent of Treachery, because it's going away. So I don't think he can stop us at this point anymore. I don't think there... Because he can take our Rankle, but when he takes Rankle, it's a 3-3. He can take Garruk and kill Rankle, but then he's going to have to contend with our Savvy Hunter that we just played. Which is huge. And you know what? Why don't we put down this too? No, well, let's not do that. We wanna hold that up for right now, because we might need to kill something. So we've got a bit of a board state here. Oh, he had to lose. He had to discard the Mass Manipulation. Oh, that's rough. Okay, I wasn't even paying attention. Yeah, that was a good choice on the Rankle there. We do not want to give him cards. We have an absurd amount of advantage here. This is, I think we'd have to punt pretty hard to lose this right now. Yeah, it's easy to forget when you're doing all this other crazy stuff how good the Great Henge is. Just keeping our hand full. I'm curious to what his last card is. I don't know what sequence he's looking for. I don't know how. I don't think he's going to mill us out in this turn. He's got to... Well, he's got to do a ton here, because even if he can board wipe, we're going to flash somebody in at the end. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that was a land. Okay, we've got this. So there's not a sequence here. So who's he going to take? So he might take Garruk and make some wolves, but all our guys have trample, so that's not going to do anything good. He could take our tapped Rankle. He could take the Savvy Hunter. He also might just be playing this out. I don't think he's got this. So we've almost got this game wrapped up. He just needs to, you know, make a choice, and hopefully we're not getting roped again. Okay, he's taking Garruk. So we are going to just Murderous Rider our own Garruk and stop him from getting any activation. We would have been okay there, but that's okay. And I might need to play black creatures out again. Oh, and there's the game. Okay, so we didn't lose any on camera, and I only lost one game before we started on. So Garruk is, I think, a pretty interesting and good place to go if you're looking for a fun and good commander. And hey, got another great henge. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching me try something new and maybe give Garruk a go. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good one.